Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick and I'm a top author trading with over 190k reputation points. In this video, I will be speaking about NZDUSD. Now, as usual, to keep the video as educational as possible, first I will be covering the technical aspect of this market. Then we will be moving to the order flow by looking at the commitment of traders, so the COT data, which is essentially what the big players in the market are doing and how they're moving and shifting their orders. And by the end of the video, by using a combination of these two different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for the next potential move here for this pair. So this is definitely a video you do not want to miss. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. This is the place to be for high quality free trading education. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight onto the charts. Now, starting here from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that at the moment the market is testing a quite strong historical monthly support and demand area. From here, in fact, all this previous rejection to the upside started. Again, here the market tested and rejected its zone. At the moment, the market is testing the exact same area, and there is an increased probability of seeing a potential rejection to the upside away from this area, as already happened in the past when the market was testing exactly the same zone. Now, what we can also notice is that increasing this push to the downside, the market has printed this overextended M pattern. And usually after the creation of an overextended M pattern, the market likes to create a correction, because if you think about it logically, the last move was an impulse to the downside. At that point, the sellers will become exhausted essentially, and the market is in need of a correction in order for new players and new sellers in this case to enter into the market. So a rejection to the upside from this area is quite likely. And that is, by the way, the definition of a downtrend itself. When you see a downtrend, you expect the creation of new lower lows and lower highs. You don't expect the market to just go down in a straight line. And the corrections, which are the basics of market structure itself, are simply opportunities for new sellers to come into the market and then push the price lower. And the corrections are basically most likely coming from taking profits of people that are already inside of the short. So in this situation, the market seems overextended to the downside and in need of a potential correction higher. Now, dropping down on the weekly time frame, what do we see? Now, from a weekly standpoint, the market is currently testing exactly the previous low. From here, this push to the upside started. At the moment, the market is testing the exact same zone. There is a possibility for a potential double bottom to be created here from a weekly perspective, exactly at the same area. Dropping down on the daily time frame, what do we see? Now, here in the daily, this is where things get quite interesting. We can notice how the market opened here with a big gap. Last week, the market closed here. At the moment, it opened around this area, so there is clearly this gap. And usually when there is a gap, the market likes to fill that gap. Most gaps end up being filled by the market. So there is an increased probability of seeing more institutional longing inside of this historical support and demand area that at that point could potentially push price higher and close this gap. Now, if we go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders, so what the big players in the market are doing, and we look at the data precisely for the NZD, the first thing that we have to keep in mind is that if we're looking at the NZD, we're actually already looking at NZDUSD, because all currencies on the spot are traded against the USD. And we can notice how with the last reports, net positions have massively increased. We went from minus 54.6k to minus 47k net positions. So clearly institutions are moving back to the bullish side for the NZD, therefore to the bullish side for NZDUSD. We can notice how if we look here at what has been going on, a lot of shorts are currently getting closed, going from 65k to 54k, showing how institutions seem to be taking profits on all the shorts that they had after this push to the downside, which again could propel the price higher. So let's keep all of this in mind and move back to the chart. And by the way, if you still haven't, make sure that you join my free Telegram channel, which you find linked in description, so you never miss new updates. Now back to the analysis. So in a situation like this, where the market is testing the previous low, we have that historical monthly support and demand, and we have this big gap here from a daily perspective, and it is clear how institutions are taking profits and potentially at this point also adding longs that we will see at that point with a new report which will come out. In this situation, what would I expect? Well, as usual, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily timeframes combined with the COT data, these are the best timeframes when it comes to the directional aspect of the market. However, when it comes to identifying early shifts in the trend of a market, the best timeframes for that are the intraday timeframes, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what I would expect is that if this market would shift from an intraday bearish to a bullish market at that point, I wouldn't be surprised to see a potential rejection to the upside away from this area, potentially completing this gap. That definitely wouldn't surprise me. Now, all this general free education and analysis that you see me provide on YouTube is actually just the tip of the iceberg. In fact, if you want to learn more, I really suggest that you go and check out my transparentfxtrading.com website, which you find linked in description. Here, you have the possibility to gain access to all my courses, starting from the very basics of charting all the way up to the more advanced topics like how to build automated trading strategies using the MQL4 language, how to build portfolios of strategies, and using quantitative finance tools like the Quant Analyzer to actually build those portfolios of strategies. You also have the possibility to gain access to my Trading Station software with the Telegram notifications integrations. You can get one-on-one mentorship directly with me. Also, you can gain access to the COT data software, which you often see me use on my YouTube channel. This is an all-in-one program. In fact, on top of all of this, you also have the possibility to gain access to all my personally developed EAs, so my automated trading tools. Here, you will see all the presentations of each and every one of them. And also you have the possibility to gain access to the trading show, so essentially a live stream of all the trades happening in live time from my live account. And if you continue to scroll down past the testimonials, you will see that you can also find the button to join now, and you will essentially be put in contact of my WhatsApp number. So I really suggest that you go and check it out as soon as possible. The link is in the description, and I will see you in my next video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and also let me know in the comments below any new pairs or topics that you would like me to cover in the next videos. And I will see you in my next breakdown.